Hello everyone! Welcome to another instructional video on pattern drafting. In this video, you will learn how to draft a simple ladies blouse. Okay, let's start! So we have the different tools and materials needed. The first one, we have the tape measure, then French curve, pencil, hip curve, rulers, scissors, and pattern paper. To draft the ladies blouse, you need the following measurements. So we have bust height, example 8.5 inches, armhole 17 inches divided by 2, it is equals to 8.5 inches minus 1/2 inch, so that is 8 inches. Figure 15.5 inches, blouse length 24 inches, shoulder 13 divided by 2, so that is 6.5 inches, bust 31 divided by 4 equals 7 3/4 plus 1 inch, that is 8 3/4. And then waist 25 inches divided by 4 equals 6 1/4 plus 1 equals 7 1/4. And then hips 33 inches divided by 4 equals 8 1/4 plus 1 equals 9 1/4. So this 1 inch for bust, waist, hips are used as additional allowance for ease in moving. And then the last measurement that we need is the bust distance, which is 7.5 inches divided by 2, that is 3 3/4. Let's start drafting the ladies blouse. The first thing to do is to draw a perpendicular line. And mark the corner A. A is the starting point. A to B, use 3.5 inches for the neck depth. So that is point B. Then from point A to get point C, use 1/2 armhole. Example, armhole is 17 divided by 2, so that is 8.5 minus 1/2, that is 8 inches, so that is point C. So we need to deduct or less 1/2 inch in the armhole so that it will fit on the cap portion of the sleeve. So next point is D. So from point A to get point D, use the bust height. Sample bust height is 8.5, so that is point D. And then from point A to point E, so that is the figure measurement to locate point E. From point A to point F, use the blouse length. So this is point F. And then F to G, 1.5 inches. Then project point B, C, D, E, F, G to the right using ruler. A to H, use 3 inches for the neck deep. And then H to I, use 1/2 shoulder. So shoulder is 13 divided by 2, so that is 6.5. Point I. And then project point I downward up to 1 inch to locate point J. Connect H to J with a diagonal line. Then, to get point K, project point J downward up to line C. So that is point K. Then, get the center of J and K by folding your tape measure into 2 to locate point L. And then, L to M to the left, move 1/2 inch to get point M. And then connect J to M with a diagonal line. Next, C to N. C to N is 1/4 bust measurement. So bust is, example is 31 divided by 4, that is 7 3/4, plus 1 inch. So that is additional measurement for is in moving. So that is point N. Shape the armhole from point M to point N using French curve. Then E to O, 1/4 waist. So waist is 25 divided by 4, that is 6 1/4 plus 1 inch, so that is 7 1/4. So that is point O. Connect N to O using ruler or flip curve. And then F to P, use 1/4 hips plus 1 inch. So this is point P. And then connect O to P using hip curve. Then, going to the left, or going to your left, move 1 inch to locate point Q. Connect G to Q using French curve to shape the hemline. So, this is how you're going to do. Okay. Project point H downward. Then shape the neckline using French curve. H to R. So we're going to make style on the neckline. So H to I, use 1 1/8 inch. So this is point R. So this is 1/8 inch for the style of the neckline. Going to the center front to locate point S. Then from point S to the right, measure 1 inch to get point P. Then from point S downward, measure 2 inches to locate point U. And then shape the center front neckline to make style. To make the underarm seam dart, measure 2.5 inches downward. So to locate point V. Then 1/2 inch upward, another 1/2 inch downward. So this is point W, and then this is point X. And then from point D to the right, get 1/2 bust distance. So bust distance is 7.5 divided by 2, so that is 3 3/4. And then connect point. So this is point Y. Connect Y to B, then B to W, then B to X. So this is the underarm dart. So fold the dart downward to make the side straight. Then so this is our front part. So to grab the back part, you have to use the front part. So I will use another color of marking pen for you to see the back part. So from point A to point 1, measure 1 3/8. So this is the neck depth of your back. Then project point I to the right. Then shape the neckline using French curve. Okay, so this is the back neckline. And then front armhole is deeper than the back. So you just connect point L, point J, and point N to get the back armhole. So this is what it looks like. So this is now your back armhole. And then you just trace all the outside lines from point 1 going to point H to J to L, M, and then you just fold the dart downward when tracing the side bodies. Then the same as You also trace the lower part or the hemline, the same as the front, and then the center front. Okay, to transfer the back pattern into another sheet of Manila paper, so you just trace all the needed lines. First, we have the center front. And then the hemline. Follow the shape. Then the side. So to transfer this part, you need to fold the side. Because the back part has no underarm dart. And then trace the armhole. And then the shoulder. Shape the neckline. Okay, let us take a look the back part. So you just remove all the carbon paper. So our back pattern or back part of our blouse is already done. So to make the style for the back neckline, again, measure 1 and 1/8 inch the same on the front neckline. So this is the final pattern of the front part of the ladies. Next, the back part. Okay, so this is now ready for cutting. So to cut the front bodice or the front part, just follow the seam allowance. Remove the style of your neckline. So you can place the seam allowance directly on the fabric for this shape. Then cut. Then you add 3/8 for the neckline. So to put the seam allowance on the neckline, place this on another sheet of Manila paper and paste. So this is your front neckline with allowance. Then for the back, that also the back part. Okay, this is our final pattern for the back. And this is the front. You need also to cut this part. Then, paste it. Then put seam allowance 3/8. So these are the cut parts on the neckline. So this is the front and this is the back. So you have to trace it on another sheet of pattern paper. But before that, you need to cut the allowance on the shoulder. You have to paste together the shoulder of the front and back cut parts of the neckline, and then cut up to an 8-inch. Then trace it on another sheet of Manila paper with a distance of 1/8 per slash. Then trace it on another sheet of pattern paper. So this is what it looks like. And then put seam allowances on the lower part, which is also 3/8. Okay, so this is already done. Then cut the final pattern. To drop the sleeve, you need the following measurements. So we have the sleeve length, example 5.5 inches, and then the armhole 17 divided by 2 is 8.5 minus 1/2, that is 8. And then the arm girth is 12 inches divided by 2 is equals to 6. So to start drafting the sleeve pattern, again, make a center fold. So you just fold your pattern paper into 2 and then place a symbol of center fold. So to start drafting the sleeve pattern, you just draw a horizontal line from the center fold and then mark the corner A. From A, measure your sleeve length 5.5, so that is point B. Then project point B to the right, and then from point A to C, measure 5 inches. So this is point C. Then again, project your point C to the right. From A to D, measure 1 inch. So this is for shaping the cup portion of the sleeve. And then A to E, get the armhole measurement. So that is 8 inches. Measure it diagonally. So this is point E. And then divide point A to E into 4 equal parts. So you just fold your tape measure into 4. So connect A to E. So this is point F, this is point G, and this is point H. So to get point I, you just draw slight diagonal line downward. So this is your I. And then F to J, measure 5/8 inch. So this is point J. And then G to K, 3/8 inch. Then going down, H to K, L, H to L, 1/4 inch. Then get the center of G to H. Now shape the armhole using, or the top portion of the sleeve using French curve, passing from point B, J, K, and the center of G and H, L up to E. So this is your basic sleeve. So to make a manipulated pattern for your blouse, so you just trace this on the other side by placing the carbon paper wherein the carbon is on top. And then trace your basic sleeve. And then open your pattern. Then measure your desired length. So your length is 5.5. And then on the underarm, measure 2 inches. Both sides. Then make a right angle. Then connect it up to the So this is now the manipulated for the ladies blouse.